Hello everyone, today I'm here with a new chapter of class 8th. It's a poem and the title of the poem is When I Set Out for Lyonnesse. Here I is for the poet, and here in this poem the poet is going to deal with something autobiographical. He's going to share his experience about his journey to a place named Lyonnesse. And here this place, Lyonnesse, it's an imaginary place. So the poet is going to this place, he is visiting this place, why he is visiting and for how long he is going to stay over there, and what are the things which he do over there. That is being given here in this poem. Now one thing he has dealt about in this poem is, that is, after visiting this place he witnessed some changes in him, and that was the inner change. It was an spiritual change, and the poet says that he as well as the people whosoever saw him, they were able to see the changes in him. But from where, how does that changes take place? Nothing is known and no one was able to describe it. So let's see what's given in the background of this poem. When I set out for Lyonnesse. As a young apprentice architect, British poet and novelist Thomas Hardy once visited Paris to supervise the restoration of a church. So in the background we come to know that the poet, that is Thomas Hardy, he is a British poet and a novelist. So he is going to visit Lyonnesse as an apprentice as a novice, as an architect. He is going to visit there. This place he has to supervise the restoration of a church. There is a church in Lyonnesse and some restoration work of that church is being done, and he as a supervisor has to visit over there. On his return from Paris, people noticed two things about him: a new glow in his eyes and a crumpled piece of paper sticking out of his pocket. So when he returned from Lyonnesse, the people around him, they were able to see two changes within the poet. And what was that? The first was the glow in his eyes. His eyes were glowing. There was a certain glow in his eyes. And the second changes was, that is, a piece of crumpled paper was coming out of his coat pocket. That paper, it is recorded in one of his biographies, contained the draft of a poem. You are going to read that very poem inspired by his visit to a place which the poet calls Lyonnesse. The piece of paper which was coming out of his coat pocket, on that paper he has expressed his experience at Lyonnesse, what he has felt, his experience during his stay at Lyonnesse. It has been recorded in his biography, and that very experience he has written in the form of poem, which we are going to read right now in this poem. So now let's move ahead with the poem. When I set out for Lyonnesse, 100 miles away, the Rhine was on the spray, and starlight lit my lonesomeness when I set out for Lyonnesse, 100 miles away. So here in the first paragraph, the poet tells us that when he starts his journey to Lyonnesse, which is 100 miles away from his home, from his starting point where he is now. The place Lyonnesse, it is 100 miles away from his home. And here it has been said that he started his journey in the evening. The word starlight here shows that he started his journey in the evening. The stars were there in the sky, and it was his only companion during that journey. When he started his journey, he was traveling all alone. No one else was there with him. Rime was on the spray. Here rime means frost, the snowfall. It was winter season and the snow can be seen all around on the spray. Spray here it means leaves and branches. So it was sprayed all around, and he started the journey in the evening. So he has set out, he has begun his journey to reach the place Lyonnesse, which is 100 miles away from his home. What would bechance at Lyonnesse? While I should sojourn there, no prophet durst declare, nor did the wisest wizard guess what would bechance at Lyonnesse, while I should sojourn there. So here in the second paragraph, he is talking about future. The poet says that he is not able to predict, and not only he, even he says that the prophet, even a prophet or a wizard, that is a magician, a saint, no one can predict that what is going to take place or what will happen. Bechance, it means what will happen with him when he will be there at Lyonnesse. It means that the future is unpredictable. We can't predict future. Sojourn, that is his stay. When he would be there at Lyonnesse, what will happen with him, what is going to take place over there, no one can declare. Even a saint does here, it means dare. No one can predict, no one can inform him, no one can let him know that what it would take place when he would be there at Lyonnesse. So through this paragraph, the poet wants to say that the future is unpredictable. We can't predict, and we don't know that what the future has in store for us. What would bechance at Lyonnesse while I should sojourn there? So again he repeat that he don't know that what is going to take place during his stay at Lyonnesse. When I returned from Lyonnesse with magic in my eyes, all marked with mute surmise, my radiance rare and fathomless. When I returned from Lyonnesse with magic in my eyes. So in this paragraph he says that now his journey has come to an end. He has returned from Lyonnesse, and when he returned from there, there was some magical change. Some magical change has taken place within him. There was some magical change, some inner change. So what he says, he returned from there with a magic in his eye. Magic in his eye, it means there was a spark, a glow in his eye, some positive change, some spiritual change has taken place within him, within the poet. And that is not the physical change which can be seen, but it is the spiritual change, the positive change which we can feel well. And all marked with mute surmise. It means everyone around him, they were able to witness that change. They were able to feel that change, but they were not able to express it. They don't have words to express or to inform the poet or to let him know that what are the changes which has taken place within him. They were speechless, they were wordless. They can't explain it to him. My radiance, rare and fathomless. The change which has taken place within the poet, that was rare. It means no one has seen it before. Even the poet has never experienced it before. So it was rare. And fathomless, it means something which can't be explained or understood. So neither the poet nor the people around him were able to predict, they were not able to understand the changes which has taken place within the poet. When I returned from Lyonnesse with magic in my eyes. So again here he refers with magic in my eyes. So the changes which has taken place within him, he has called it a magical change. It may be that he has never witnessed it before. This type of things he has never witnessed before. And that's why he called it a magical change. And due to that change, now he feels like a totally transformed one. And that's why he has termed it as a magical change. So this is all about the poem. So the message which the poet wants to give through this poem is that we can't predict future. No one can predict future, as he has said over here. No prophet and nor the wisest wizard were able to guess that what is going to take place. Similarly, even in our life, we can't predict future. Neither we nor anyone around us can predict the future. We don't know what future has in store for us. So in a nutshell, we can say that the future is unpredictable. This is all about this poem. See you all in the next video. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.